The number one mistake men make that kills polarity. Let me guess. You're doing everything for her. You buy the gifts. You listen to every single problem. You agree with everything she says. You're constantly asking, "Are you okay? What do you need?" You've made her the CEO of your entire world. You're trying to be the perfect good guy. So why isn't it working? Why is she pulling away? Why do you feel more like her assistant than the man she desires? I'm telling you right now, the very thing you think is proving your love is actually destroying the attraction. The number one mistake you're making isn't that you don't care. It's that you're re-showing you care in a way that kills your masculine energy and destroys the one thing that makes a relationship exciting: polarity. We are going to fix this starting right now. Let's be real, you can feel it. The fun, playful touches are gone. Conversations are just about bills and whose turn it is to take out the trash. And when you try to initiate intimacy, you feel her hesitate. The passion is just gone. You're sliding into the roommate zone, and it's the most frustrating thing in the world because you're doing everything you were told you're supposed to do. You provide, you support, you agree, and you're becoming invisible. It feels like the more you give, the less she respects you. And the more you try to please her, the less pleased she actually is. Why? Because she feels a man who has lost his edge. A man whose happiness depends entirely on her approval. This isn't generosity. It's a strategy. You're thinking, if I do everything for her, then she won't leave me. That neediness is the polar opposite of the strong masculine energy that creates attraction. You've become predictable. And predictable is boring. To fix this, you need to understand one simple concept: polarity. Think of a battery. You need a positive and a negative terminal to create a spark. Two positives? Nothing happens. That's it. In a relationship, you need that magnetic pull between masculine and feminine energy. When you are both in the same energy, the spark dies. Masculine energy is about direction, purpose, and being a rock. Feminine energy is about flow, emotion, and radiance. For a relationship to have that insane chemistry, you need both. And here is the crazy psychological switch you need to make. A number one mistake is giving from a place of needing something in return, instead of leading from a place of purpose. When you do things just to get her love, approval, or sex, that's a transaction. You're trying to control her so you can feel secure. That's not leadership. Real leadership is providing a solid foundation of direction and stability that makes her feel safe. When she feels that, she can relax and be her amazing, radiant self, which is what made you fall for her in the first place. The problem isn't that you're a provider. The problem is you've become a pleaser. So, step one to get polarity back is to have a purpose bigger than your relationship. Your mission, your drive, your goals, that is your anchor. She doesn't want to be your mission. She wants to join you on your incredible mission. This could be your career, a side hustle, getting in the best shape of your life, anything you are passionate about that is separate from her. Think about it. Who's more attractive? The guy who drops everything to be available 24/7? Or the guy who is building an awesome life and invites her to be a part of it? The first one is needy. The second one is a man with a vision. So your first move is to get your own life back. Put time in your calendar for your goals. Hit the gym. Talk about something you're excited about that doesn't involve her. When you lead your own life, you create a world she wants to join, not a hole you're begging her to fill. Step two is to stop being her servant and start being her rock. Being a servant means you're just reacting to her. You say yes to everything, you avoid all conflict, and you desperately try to fix her bad moods. This shows her she can't trust your strength, because you'll fold instantly just to keep her happy for 5 minutes. Being a rock is completely different. You are the calm in her emotional storm. You don't have to fix her feelings. You just have to be strong enough to handle them without you falling apart. Real safety for her is knowing that you are unwavering, that your mood isn't going to crash just because hers did. This builds insane levels of trust. She learns she can be her full, emotional, feminine self without the fear of breaking you. So stop walking on eggshells. Become her rock. Lead by listening, not just by fixing. This is the foundation for deep intimacy and attraction. And step 3, the final piece. Bring back some tension, not fighting. I mean the fun, magnetic tension that keeps things exciting. Agreeing with everything is boring. You have to be willing to challenge her a little bit. This is super simple. Playfully disagree with her on a movie. Tease her in a fun, flirty way. Plan a date night and just tell her, be ready at 7, instead of asking, what do you want to do? For the 1000th time. This doesn't make you a jerk. It shows her you have a backbone. You are her partner, not her employee. Showing you have your own thoughts makes her respect you more, because it proves you aren't terrified of her. This creates sparks. It breaks up the boring roommate routine and reminds her that there is a man in front of her with his own desires and a little bit of an edge. A woman wants a man who can stand on his own 2 feet. The secret to a passionate relationship isn't more gifts or more agreement. It's more purpose, more presence, and more leadership. The biggest mistake you can make is sacrificing your own masculine core for her approval. It comes from a good place, but it's a strategy based on fear, and it will always fail. The change is simple. Stop giving to get and start leading, because that's who you are. Lead your own life. Become the rock she can trust. And bring back that playful challenge that creates a spark. When you do this, you stop trying to earn her attraction, and you start being the centered, masculine man who commands it naturally. You create the polarity that makes a relationship feel alive and more connected than ever before. Drop a comment below and tell me the one thing you're going to do this week to get your center back. If this is making sense to you, do me a favor and absolutely destroy that subscribe button. I'm giving you the tools to go from being the nice guy to being a strong, respected, and desired man every single week.